Okay, it's a four story, so where was 7 was some Eddie bro. Of course, you know, said this is your usual back to back to back to back to back to back. Latest sports updates. I don't want money, be just small updates, big crack. Let me sound so brave and fun some and fun, bro. Ain't weekendy, we're expecting a lot of things, more greens and odds so Master Sheba Kumino and Sabia. Midibema what I say to Bakum Yumi and Sabia Market Cambo, Mamma Fano, then Farmer on a fee. Let me move on to any manner echo solo. Intimacy Uyi, na Ghana for and Shaka crab. And the 5 odds and Yashe. We show all the best. Now, and rich here is enriched. The Chelsea for the year, Mitia Parmesa, me Hunyan told me to put Bonnie for Pa, Sama risk at the Sakwan. What's if you need lay hair was so bo? Send any pendisica. Chabasa, Massa, Chasso, Mokra, more Chelsea for cram, we miss. And rather, the other two, you know, and so munya BD, let us say. It's a necessary, yeah, say, and there's also more green sabers, so Timmy Pam Choy Betway. Why, Madarama? And I'm for Tata, man, okay, sporty and away, Massa Mr. Sporty for move, Obiano, our friend from Sports, you know. Mean to me, sporty, maybe almost per se, wow, one they can at least reach to us, and Jessica, at least just that. You understand? For now, on the sports, for first a betway for now, almost show up, you know, ja. That is how it's going to be. You understand? Let's get going. Charlie Yamonkobo, most of Madrid for supporters, Akotwaba. Na say I very interested and me this survey big bro about players and Madrid for supporters in person mo free club with me ya san so mama akoto aba say coach ban and mo pese na mo so mususu say obe coach Real Madrid a ebeboa wo mo enti survey no obubiem eja coaches no list no ebeto o me shafa to television no so na Ghana for enhwe ti survey no they looked at Xabi Alonso, Jurgen Klopp, Raúl, Zinedine Zidane and the other coaches. It's outro. The Badodo Akoto Abano, 48% of voters no say, young father no enfama Xabi Alonso, until she had to Aba, Edmas Xabi Alonso, 62,505 voters at Tuaba, say Xabi Alonso the way to me a Jumano, Jurgen Klopp on one class and the agent Abeka say Jumano Onyo. They supporters no 28% and a Kotuaba say enfama Jurgen Klopp. About 36,000. Raúl nipa be 10%. Raúl de radi is until Raúl film kwada ne mu kokochi baby. Say or train some 100 for the adwuma de ba man. Omo farmer no. Raúl. Zidane nya just 7%. Zidane himself for normal bro. One pa one to aban farmer. And other coaches no. 7%. In the Madrid for kwa koto aba. Make Madrid in some na and I pay Madrid for a year training in Kakra some kitwa training it is going on well. Everybody seems to be training except for Kylian Mbappe. When he said the 9 ahono into onu training follow Mendy onu kwa na a training and the follow Mendy onu kwa kwashe baby fako and na omu a training no. Apart from that it looks like everything is on course. Madrid for training no be okay. Me want Madrid me go check Master for newspaper front page of their ball say bam. The fans blame the board. And I'm actually at the ashim say supporters no say yan fan from so ni na fan sha board of the but say I don't know person with the Jato club with the bus. There are some crazy. Yeah, Carlo Ancelotti so ja. Oh, yeah, press conference weekend. Let's go Bilbao. But one when you Madrid for man, careful. Bu season never been a you because Bilbao for her someone didn't talk quite name who Bilbao shall measure moon. Munge come near Bombo. Carlo Ancelotti said we're expecting an intense game against Atletico Bilbao for instance. Omumi no echo European competition. Said Bilbao for the ball mabaso. Now they are in the semi-finals no moduno. Or ball mabaso yepa. Or my idea inti. I know you some Carlo Ancelotti can but to say on himself can for now was some mess on Bahama to yepa. So he's expecting a very very tough game. I don't be saying say now no I'm free with Champions League. There be partner a show power say we free mono. I said, the question we Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo to us, I don't say. I dear Baku action and pan say also radio, no also TV, no social media. Set and comfort to no more question. Real Madrid say, Chelsea team no money do more or more free. Or say how? Say club will winning about 30 trophies in 10 years. Oh, question almost say. I said the money do more yes, say more lose, more free more champions. Or say what dream one on think of phobia. Say how? I didn't team no BBS now. I said David. On think of what's it. Anna Omubi San say, okay, so sanity there. All regrets say, Mpenyufona top players don't want farm one. And also David on regrets bibia. Na no. I never be a and Hannah bako cry. And Hannah bako cry. Into no and someone, Carlo Ancelotti, and so I can with regard to someone. And also a hobby. And Carlo Ancelotti, in fact, and the press conference, meet Carlo Ancelotti, one of those things I did not like at all because in Central they kept on asking questions about his future. Obi Bisa and said, Carlo, Brazil national team, no go say Branabe Jumo na wo yede. And I say, you season no and I'll back Brazil national team who some say the only Brazil national team in one and I'll say Ombisa and say one players nakasa now when you know you okay and also one players na akasa one club ni penny for ni nakasa at this stage they are in the same page on the same page in the problem be anywhere you ready to games aka at Madrid even know they will continue to fight for the rest of the game and Ombisa and say Ugos now will consider, supporters now lots of people are concerned. They say, as a Madrid consider goals to do, and I'll say no correct. Say I was so much try as much as possible. Say, Omu regaining Omu composure. Also, they need to regain their composure because Omu consider goals will be. Or say one of those observations he had, and they say, as a Omuni composure, I will show. I was so much trying to rectify side, and they say that is the only way they can also stop people from scoring against them. And now we say Florentino Perez still now no guso or no Casaboko, Bibia you okay. Then so Florentino Perez so far he's been showing him a lot of love. Into only the problem being between Onono Papana here friend Florentino Perez. And we say Champions League I know supporters is no one no more here. They say we from Champions League I can't. And also, I know crest competition the French Champions League, important at the Real Madrid Football Club. But often say, and yeah, no because the other games said that when him make me winning trophies or select at the when him Copa del Rey at the when him. Into yes, he understand that the Champions League is important. Never, I would say the other competitions are also important. Well. And now, Obi Sansu Bisan saying to the crowd saying, we season the Club World Cup, what the club never ban, and also on the future wants them. Now, about the Club World Cup, on the Madrid 4 will have a discussion and they will know what to do. And they, Carlo Ancelotti, Abros, and for questions, see, or will be in the future. Oh, yeah, they just say Carlo Ancelotti and they were. Antonio Rudiger, so dear. Yes, still on one, go to Genu, Aquano, what the butchers a season. Yes, on your faith, no, they bossa. I likely say, you season now. If you ever catch a boy and say, Papa, say, Uja for Konako, yes, you. What's because almost as I saw, yes, you, but fitness need you. Very, very unfortunate. You understand? Okay, Bruno Guimaraes, Newcastle 4 or more midfielder. Na section baako ko bi sanse na matata 9 JC you will say ashawo fitititi and one ashawo sa na ade what is the story behind the number 39 JC what ashe no se hwe 39 no on hye ne kwa listen say there's a beautiful story about sa 39 also onu wo so no na ne papa etwi taxi na sa taxi na ne papa etwi no oh o se ne papa etwi car na but o se taxi number no na 39 or said to the beer, I want you to be feeling papa to me called driver and I just to make sure say on Bruno Guimaraes in every Inti say a bedroom level beer na afe all bobo and the air cost run or cinema 39 JCD and 39 number no re feeder if it's war and started say all shares are 39 now or she be Olympic Lyon wa be shebi enso so Newcastle se sa 39 no aboa ne ye pose enei ni papa na ye taxi drive o si abonten a nipa dodo na akra timi ni twa pictures o kai those days na ato na rewo se sa 39 no aboa ne ye pa Conor Bradley Liverpool for makwada Conor Bradley is Northern Ireland player of the year omo na omo yi Conor Bradley say Conor Bradley and then Northern Ireland for player of the year. Meanwhile, Anna Slots and Omkobisan say Richard Hughes or no and a Liverpool penny all can they actually because now saying na contract extension and somewhat baby brave, but he's been able to pull out 2 signings Anyabia with me the extension of Salah and Virgil van Dijk. And now somebody now can actually Richard Hughes. And I'll say, look, the mere fact of say these 2 key players with me almost also about back to line. Why extending our contract? Or say there are lots of things that occur so social media, so any media must say Virgil van Dijk or Mohamed Salah or for him to have a discussions with these 2 players for them to extend or say or border basu ye person and yama akom or cast or change him the chance central for I'm not for one to understand, but Jima Richard Hughes abon or border basu ye papa Pep Guardiola. Let them come and say, "Wakwada James McCarthy, Liverpool for some open no. Akwada no be man kwan man aka na no se dabi. Akwada no ne ne gine hu ye pa. What ya say boy any person obo games don't want anka game will be a be can be a nanka obo ball. But to say it is not possible at this stage. Some say eja there are other key players. But to say the entire person boy anything and say or ye city akwada obo city junior team ni mu or senior city for efa so obo ball. So you understand the ethos of Manchester City. Today, you know, onyai my boy no, and quite prayers or per boy na some boy no. The instinct of scoring goal, Akwadani will be power until few say he's one guy you want to keep in the team. I said na number against Crystal Palace. A boy no crowd nine she pumwa. Come to me ask about 4 goals. And on Bisan okay, Pep Guardiola. Say nyame atom next season oh yeah den squad no oh yeah ne den who keep players to be ana so beto dodo na die gum and on says how players here wo sisi senka omo ye reliable nko ni problem be beto ba na 1 or 2 be dia shame but ye nyina ye yinim say injuries ni ade affect team ni bebre nti no eduwa mbe analyze squad no ma hwe player won of available no they will let you go but at the moment ye nyina ye aware say Kevin De Bruyne and 100% say free club with more and so it's me akọ and obi san say Manchester City omo kọ in Champions League the City and me and qualify for Champions League doesn't mean say untimi nya o transfer targets and I say ya na it depend on players the players be ho omo ba club no because they want to play for the club e bi susu ho ya na person ko ba Champions League and unti na ba club no unti also no di onim ya na e dependent on players no ankasa nti so mo no di nkomo na feel say eja o person o ye bi fofora ndo mo ni problem bia ye o planning no be decided but omo de drew they will have a discussions with some of their players and I'm so okay no problem Nico Gonzalez Manchester City for midfielder na no mkofa and then he papa to for now on the was set up very well. And besides, say na only Pep Guardiola as well. And also Ocean maybe bre e dey fit Pep Guardiola or Pep Guardiola. Now no one any be ye adwuma. Say niam we sua fit Pep Guardiola ho no. Onsusu sada. Or say the perspective of football, how to control game, the calmness. Also Ocean niam any be brogusu a Ocean niam any e dey fit Pep Guardiola we say Pep Guardiola wabua ni ye pa. And I say at training grounds, Pep Guardiola catch and say, monitor the movements of Ike Wonderwan. Also, to be sure, Wonderwan, Sana, and one was Ike Wonderwan, he quite bang of us so a move or say Ike Wonderwan. The movement has been very, very great. I told the beer, Ojina Halbon said the next movement. No, I saw so move out Ojina baby for say Ubi Cram and Makena, quite of us so attaining who move into spaces. No, see, he's learning a lot of things from. Obia ye friend Ike Wonderwan nti eno ye nsama Nico Gonzalez enso eka na Kobe Menu enso AD 20 years nti Kobe Menu Boateng Boateng no say Boateng we ye fi o yare papa za akwa master ye fa Boateng ati ono aka sa na we post dia ba say 20 years we hwe ne nkwara abremu a na Kobe Menu Tottenham Jason Nation sa no Manchester City for a replacement for Kevin De Bruyne, you know, say almost per flowing feet, but and when fire. And until I'm doing many aquato Gibson White, so Morgan Gibson White, not some for no so saying no margin so beton aquadano. Amanako be winty say, and once some literature Manchester City for because at the end of the day, master, and then Mundo Deportivo newspaper or say Flick explodes. Yes, a Hansa Flick. Wow. We explode. Giddy. Flick explodes. Meanwhile, sports newspaper, Operation Treble. And our sports so a capture and so our television also Operation Treble. And our capture Kama at the Atu television so well let's move on nafe yanto aso na me fa de won fam bro FIFA for say club world cup participation na no pe one club for e dey replace club Lyon no say it is on hold is say club Lyon for no e the FIFA for akwa cast until some be can ansem no so wa wo dwin say bi the Barcelona na e be kan wo so the fufuro be kan wo FIFA for say pause bibie nyansie. Well, into Gusua, ye wa train with Barcelona for Sinyamia Dumwa. Some and you drew Danny Omo on my personal doctor. Eddie ama Danny Omo and a personal doctor and a follow Danny Omo. Maybe a Danny Omo beko be a senior bear. All sounds so improper for instance. Some and Danny Omo master. Ebi I know o yere crank or down one ebi a own duty because also we follow when near my own union and send a bear statistics now. A prepare and sound so ember how be what I say. Okay. And then so a Rivaldo birthday, senior man Rivaldo, and then a Rivaldo ni birthday. You know 1999 on a J Ballon d'Or no, and David Beckham D second, Shevchenko Eddie third, Batistuta Eddie fourth and a fifth a figure. Well, I know and someone else but Darwin Nunez so the Martinez said the Messi be Yarano, Darwin Nunez so Beko. Yes, the Messi be Liverpool for my phone one say Ujafo. That was a free club with Moko. Into Darwin Nunez and so Mano Champions League no semi-finals no. Meno can say Arsenal and Lyon ebo. Nyame about Chelsea. Most money Barcelona bebo. Hey, Chelsea Barcelona man football no. Anyway, Victor Gyökeres a Sporting Lisbon for striker. Na boy no say no cross answer she go akwa form brutal. Central for Kobe say o that here the what na say wo ko. Then so bia no obetimi aka da achi mu asem onim de obetimi esi and on bisan say yate say one Sporting Lisbon for no agreement say ja obi o de be 60-70 million euros be bia e beton ama also akobobo e de ama sa team no so no oni hwika oni hu asem ka master yeah master only one asem ka say me ye won dia wo ya na ye hu dia wo ya anyway let me move on and talk about other issues say and then somebody be bro you say Manchester United and now on the Olympic Lyon bobo omu instructor Diego Dallo player bia hu obia ne nyom ope na ye hu playlist inti se na be ya e drew one ye ba inti ye say dressing room Diego Dallo na ye DJ obia playlist inti no just say obia wo favorite song e no makeka keka ne nyina abomu a inti dressing room ye piam tum na obo ye piam tum na ususu wutie nyame in fact Chelsea for say it's say omako semi-finals of the Conference League, you know. EPL for na asesa omo game time kakra. Inti game omo Newcastle bebo no. Omo asesa no at the Sunday, 11th of May. Mbom and sa game no. And so because instead of Saturday, no. Inti and was Mikel Arteta. And I'm Kobe-san and say, look, Papa. Say, how are you going to convince your players? Let them stay in touch. Omo focus till the end of the season. Obey say a draw squad quality and the squad availability. Nema mienu and a boy pa. Say you cannot do without these two. Into your quality of the team. I face so players so ya available. Sanyema we can bomua or see be anywhere impossible. Obetinya ye bibia and so ewo. And Mkobi say, look. She said the Arsenal, maybe Madrid, and then you compare player F because player be a person with ball at the Arsenal. And also no idea about what they need say player be on the corner who be a player and crash show willingness so person about Arsenal that. Into a moment crack and say players no feel pa. And no be say now no one far Andre Betan, new sporting director, also no fear let's go Madrid and waba and wa question Madrid. It is send a better and brutal. And I say no correct. better oh yeah let's go Madrid ni e no mo akwa yi Madrid dey film ti Andre better na nze ko o se nani age pa ero ensamo a ono so e kanams yo mate Barcelona and Celta Vigo game no you say 5 games Barcelona bo fi against Celta Vigo no Barcelona wo mu 4 wins ba ko e no mo lose o share 12 goals and mo concede 6. Ain't the records are good. Records are good. Power for Barcelona against them. Well, anyway, let me move on. You say uyi Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane na omo Africa for omo mienu one team. Omo share 12, in fact 15 plus goals. The next guys omo aye Sadio no e make history. Mbwemu any you want visa. Africa for so mienu so almost signing. So the last duo of Africans in now EPL mo na almost signing pano na Sadio Mane Mohamed Salah. Now you want visa and Brian Mbeumo and I say yay, that is very good. Martin Zubimendi yes akwano Madrid aboni tirimu dam yes Xabi Alonso so feeling ye pa nti say Xabi Alonso be Madrid dia e likely say Zubimendi enso be Xabi Alonso midfielder so Xabi Alonso say so beba dia ohiam controller e wo fifi o controller no so feeling no Martin Zubimendi eno ensemo a eno so e cost gidi anya sam ketwa am say ready deal we anyway mami movie on na fe me fan some was so from bro na me nya den a ye ready yesu. Okay, mama fancy because there's a stories in bebre so person me one but let me end it here because besan so be beautiful for ho e dia bro. Yankopon enka ho ye pa. Adios. Bye.